Hi, Peter Thomson here, and welcome to the Economics of Innovation. So a little bit of a different format today, a bit less advice and a little bit of a story from me instead. As some of you know, I've been doing the Landmark Leadership and Self-Expression program, which is pretty cool. And one of the things they do is challenge you to create a community project. So come up with something from scratch, have the idea, and then set about finding other people to help you in creating an event. And so I took on the area of business, design and technology and the overlap between them. So a little bit like TED Talks, only a bit more regular, a little bit easier for people to get involved in, and focused around the startup community in London. So to be honest, I've been procrastinating on doing that for almost 3 months now. I've been in that program going along every week and kind of talking about doing things and best of intentions, making lots of lists, and kind of talk to a few people and things, but haven't really gotten into actually getting on with it. And then I finally kind of faced up to that earlier on this week, and I had a piece of advice from a friend JP who said to really get into action you've got to buy the ticket, you've got to make the commitment, you've actually got to put a line in the sand and say this is going to happen, because then everything else works towards that. So I was completely unreasonable this morning. I sent an email to the Google campus in Shoreditch, so the new startup campus that Google's created. Sent an email and said, hey, do you guys have any openings? Have you got any slots coming up for events? I'm going to try this thing out. They just emailed me back just now and they said, we've got a slot on the 1st of August from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. for 50 people, and I can book you in now. And I honestly, I've been freaking out because this is really exciting. This is definitely going to, so I've said yes and we're all on, but now I've got to find speakers, I've got to find some logistics, I've got to organise tickets, I've got to get people along. So I've got no idea how I'm going to do any of this. But I have to say JP's advice was right, because suddenly instead of procrastinating and thinking about this as a kind of someday maybe I'll get round to doing this, as soon as you've got a date locked in, maybe not one as outrageously as close as I've done, but as soon as you've got a date locked in for whatever it is that you're putting off and procrastinating on, then suddenly you're going to get into action and stuff's going to start happening. So honestly, it's amazing. Just book the ticket, make the commitment, put a line in the sand and say this is going to happen and when it's going to happen, because everything will flow from there. It's awesome.